That guy's your boyfriend, right? What a pathetic loser. A perfect match for you. Huh?
Yes, it has. It's good to see you, Mr. Kanzaki.
Huh? You two know each other? Arisa! Long time no see. You remember me, of course, right? It really has been a while. I'd completely forgotten about you until I saw your face.
I'm Suguru Kanzaki, 28 years old. I was on a date with my girlfriend, Arisa Utagawa, whom I met at a matchmaking party. I watched with bated breath as the battle between the two of them unfolded right before my eyes.
It's been 10 years since we graduated high school, but you've really gone downhill, haven't you? What do you mean by that? That guy's your boyfriend, right? What a pathetic loser. A perfect match for you. Huh?
This woman, who clearly has a terrible personality, is Mari Hayashi. Apparently, she was Arisa's high school classmate. Calling me a loser the first time we meet is way too rude. At least say something I look harmless or something.
You must be so desperate that you have to settle for a guy of this level. How sad.
I figured it was best to just get away from this classmate who was being so aggressive. Just as I was about to take Arisa's hand to leave, it happened.
Mari, what have you been doing for the last 10 years? Your bad personality hasn't improved. It's gotten even worse. I think you should go back and learn how to talk to people from scratch.
I was stunned to see her talk back without flinching. When I looked at her classmate, her face was completely frozen.
Looks like your personality hasn't changed either. I could say the same thing to you. To think you'd come up to a classmate you haven't seen since high school graduation just to insult her boyfriend and try to one-up her. Your obsession with getting the upper hand on me is almost impressive in a twisted way. I, on the other hand, had completely forgotten you even existed until we met again. What did you just say? Since I've bothered to remember you, let me give you some advice, Mari. Your bad personality hasn't just not improved, it's gotten even worse. You're a grown adult now. I suggest you go learn some manners and communication skills.
The woman named Mari trembled at Arisa's words, but she quickly put on a triumphant expression again.
I'll have you know, I'm a very attractive adult woman, because I'm getting married. Sorry to beat you to it, Arisa. Oh, really? Congratulations. Huh! My fiancé is handsome, and someone everyone would be jealous of. I'm attractive enough to catch a guy like him, unlike you, who's stuck with a plain-looking guy. You've been calling my boyfriend a loser and a plain guy. There's a limit to how rude you can be. I mean, I could say your fiancé must not have very good judgment. Or isn't that great himself for choosing you? But I don't want to sing to your level, so I'll keep that to myself. However, I will have you apologize for your rude remarks about my boyfriend. After all, you're a very attractive adult woman, right? Then you should have the decency to apologize when you've done something wrong, shouldn't you? Huh! Why should I have to apologize for just stating the facts? Well then, I'm on a date too, so I'll be going.
Arisa's incredibly rude classmate made a scene and then left without apologizing after all.
Jeez. It's kind of amazing how she hasn't changed one bit.
Arisa.
Huh? Suguru?
The moment I called her name, Arisa started panicking, her face turning grim as if it were the end of the world. All her earlier bravado was gone, and she suddenly fell silent.
I did it again. Why am I always like this?
She thought I'd be turned off by her after seeing everything that just happened.
Sorry. You had to see that embarrassing side of me. And she said such awful things to you. I'll apologize on her behalf. I'm so sorry. We've had enough fun on our date anyway. Let's just go home for today.
Wait. No, maybe later. No, I want to say it now. Yes, let me say it here.
What is it? Is this one going to fail too? I thought I'd finally met someone wonderful.
Just as Arisa gave up with a self-deprecating smile. Arisa Utagawa, will you marry me? I had made up my mind. I mustered up my courage and proposed to her on the spot. I looked straight at her, my heart pounding.
Okay, I understood. Huh?
I've thought you were a wonderful, dignified person since we first met, but after seeing that just now, I knew it in my gut. You're the one I want to marry. It has to be you. Please, will you marry me?
That just now? Why? I'm the kind of strong-willed woman who talks back when people say things like that. Wouldn't most guys hate that?
Saying that, Arisa told me her story. She explained why a woman as beautiful as her, a rare sight to behold, was at a matchmaking party.
Sorry, but I just can't handle a woman who's this strong-willed, no matter how beautiful she is.
Arisa was so beautiful, countless men admired her, and she was never unpopular. But she'd always get broken up with after about 3 to 6 months of dating. The reason was always the same, her strong personality.
It's not your fault. It's just that I feel like I'm weak when I'm with you. I'm sorry.
Huh? After that happened a few times, it finally dawned on me. I'm just not cut out for romance. But I do want to have children in the future, so I want to get married. I'm 28 now, and I figured I needed to find a partner soon if I wanted to have kids, so I joined a matchmaking party. The reason I didn't choose an arranged marriage was maybe because somewhere in my heart I hadn't completely given up on love.
I see. That makes sense, I thought. And at the same time, a wave of gratitude washed over me. I'm so glad all those guys before me had no taste. Thanks to them, I was able to meet you.
Suguru.
I think you're plenty charming, just the way you are. With that in mind, I want you to think about it one more time. Will you marry me?
Yes! It would be my pleasure.
At that moment, we heard cheers and applause from the people around us. It was only then that I realized we had become the center of attention, but I didn't mind at all. And so, I got engaged to the woman I knew was the one from a gut feeling. Even though we were dating and now engaged, we had only been together for about 3 months. I wanted to respect Arisa's wish to enjoy the romance part too, so we didn't rush things just because we met at a matchmaking party. We took our time deepening our relationship while picking out a ring design. 3 months later, just as we were starting to talk about moving in together now that we were engaged, something arrived for Arisa. I'm invited too? It was a wedding invitation. It came from that woman we'd almost forgotten, Mari. And for some reason, my name was clearly written on it too. It's been 10 years since you've ever seen her. Of course you're not going, right?
Of course I'm going.
Huh?
There's no way I can stay quiet after she wrote this. My husband is so amazing. I might make you feel pathetic for being single, Arisa. But I really want you, who I spent every day with in high school, to be there. Please come if you can afford it. Is what it says.
Wow, those are some seriously stinging words, exactly what I'd expect from her.
She went out of her way to send me such a thoughtful, heartfelt, handwritten message. It would be rude not to attend. So I'm going, but you'll decline, right, Suguru?
I had to correct myself. Of course the woman I asked to marry me wouldn't decline. This is the Arisa I know and love, I thought, a smile spreading across my face. No, I'm going too.
Oh, really? Okay then, I'll circle attending and drop it in the mail.
Even if she's strong-willed, she's basically walking into the lion's den. In that case, my role is to protect her from behind. And so, the day of the wedding arrived. During the reception, Mary and her husband came to our table to greet us.
Thank you so much for coming today. So, did our wedding give you any ideas? It's certainly a lovely ceremony. The food was delicious and the decorations have great taste. Right? I decided on everything myself. I mean, most people have a budget, so they have to cut corners some way, you know? Oh, that's so you, Marty. Never compromising. Thanks to you, it's been great inspiration for my own wedding. I'm even more excited for my future now. Wedding? That's right. I got engaged recently myself. We're in the middle of picking out a ring right now. What? Oh, congratulations! So you decided on that guy, Arisa? I think you two are a perfect match. A man of his level is just right for you. You're right. He's the perfect partner for me. In fact, he proposed to me on the spot right after we ran into you that day. No way! Does that mean I was your Cupid or something?
This exchange of sarcastic remarks was incredible. I was genuinely impressed by their skill and nerve, delivering their lines with smiles.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so awesome. Not only did I share my happiness, but I also helped create it, right, honey?
Yeah, I guess so.
Exactly. That's why I came today, to properly thank you for that. Because I make a point of giving proper thanks and apologies.
Unlike you, I could practically hear that unspoken part, and the air at our table instantly froze.
Hey, Marty, you invited me here, but we're not actually that close, are we? I mean, we just happened to run into each other for the first time in 10 years the other day. Well, that's true. We're not exactly best friends, but... Right. And yet you went to the trouble of sending me an invitation with a handwritten message. And you even invited my boyfriend, who you'd barely ever met. Thinking about it now, maybe I just have good foresight. It was a great idea, wasn't it? Oh, absolutely! I thought we wouldn't see each other for years again, so you gave me a wonderful opportunity. You've insulted my precious fiancé both that day and today. I came here today to get the apology I couldn't get that day. After all, you invited me, someone you're not even friends with, to your big day, fully intending to belittle me. So I won't hold back either. Now, let's have that apology. Right here, right now. For calling my boyfriend a loser and a plain guy the first time you met him.
The table fell silent. It was a big wedding, so it was fortunate that the scene was contained to just our area. I thought she had just come to take up the fight she was offered, but that wasn't all. I personally wasn't bothered by it, but I couldn't help but smile at the kindness of my girlfriend, who was angrier on my behalf than I was.
What is this? Did you really come all this way just to say that? It's important. He's a wonderful person, and it's horrible of you to insult him without knowing anything about him. It's disrespectful to both me and him. Apologize. How dare you say that at my wedding? This is why you have such a nasty personality. You invited me here in the first place because you wanted to feel superior to me, didn't you? In that case, I won't hold back either. Now apologize. You bitch!
Now, Mary. You must have said something wrong, right? So let's just apologize and be done with it.
What? Are you taking this woman's side? I'm your wife.
No, that's not what I mean. Arisa was doing her best, but it didn't seem like this woman was going to apologize. But we couldn't just let it go on like this. Other guests would start to notice something was wrong. And besides, I had my own business to attend to. Speaking of which, it's been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it has. It's good to see you, Mr. Kanzaki.
Huh? You two know each other?
Yeah, I had a feeling when I saw the name on the invitation, but it turns out I was right. I'm shocked. Even seeing you in person, I still can't quite believe it, but it really is you. Mr. Kanzaki, can we talk about this privately later? Wow, I can't believe you're married. When did it happen? A year ago, I guess?
Yes, that's right. We dated for 2 years and got married a year ago. What, are you a business acquaintance? A subcontractor, maybe?
Hey, Mari! You have a unique wife. Your husband used to be a representative for one of her clients, until about a year ago, I think. But then, we suddenly had to request a change of representative.
Request a change? Was there a problem or something?
There was, you see, he
Wait.
made a move on one of our female employees.
Huh?
A low voice escaped from Mari. The air around us seemed to freeze, but I ignored it and continued. Oh, when I say made a move, he was just hitting on her, but that's still a huge problem, you know. He wasn't wearing a ring, so I thought he was single, but I can't believe he was with you, Mari. He was disciplined a year ago, so it probably happened around the time you two were engaged.
What? I don't like Mari, but that's just too cruel, isn't it?
I'm not an employee there, so I don't know the details, but it's true that he was effectively demoted after that. There were also rumors that he'd hit on women within his own company, so you might want to confront him about it for your own sake.
What? I didn't know anything about this.
Mari, I'm sorry. It was just a moment of weakness. But it's okay, I still have savings.
That's not the point. You cheated on me and you were even demoted?
At her loud cry, the entire venue finally fell silent. Of course, both of their parents and close friends were there. I could see people standing up with grim expressions out of the corner of my eye. Arisa, let's get out of here. It doesn't look like this reception is going to continue.
This is way beyond an apology now. I'm sorry, I really thought this time.
Don't worry about me. I was more angry about her attitude towards you. I thought it might be a bit too harsh, but it's a fitting payback for all the insults she's thrown at you, right? Besides, I can't stand the thought of her looking down on you because of me. My fiancé is a noble, beautiful, and wonderful person. And so, we quickly slipped out of the reception, which had descended into chaos. I thought that would be the end of our involvement with her, but...
Arisa, I know you're in there! Open up!
A week later, while Arisa and I were looking at engagement ring brochures at her place, we heard that voice again. The doorbell kept ringing, and someone was pounding on the front door. It was way too much of a nuisance, so Arisa went to the door with a stern look on her face.
Hey, you're disturbing the neighbors! How dare you embarrass me like that the other day? Thanks to you, I'm a laughingstock. My husband won't agree to our divorce, so what are you going to do about it?
When I showed my face, I saw Mari, her face contorted in a demonic rage. Realizing this would make her the talk of the neighborhood, Arisa reluctantly let her inside.
You were the one who invited me to embarrass me in the first place, so you brought this on yourself. As for the divorce, that has nothing to do with me. The root of all of this is your husband, Mari. If you're going to blame someone, blame him. I don't know anything about that. At the very least, if you hadn't come, I wouldn't be in this mess right now. You should have just shown up, quietly felt miserable, and gone home like you were supposed to. You're the one! You've always been like this. So high and mighty with that look on your face like you're always in the right. Do you have any idea how miserable you've made me feel because of that? It's your fault. Everything is your fault. Making me feel pathetic even as an adult. What kind of devil are you? You're just a pretty face. On the inside, you're nothing but a hollow shell of a woman with no charm. The kind that men can't stand.
Mari was panting heavily. Arisa just watched her with a calm expression. Alright, I suppose it's my turn to join the conversation. What ugly jealousy.
What?
In other words, you've been jealous of Arisa this whole time. Jealous of Arisa, who's perfectly righteous and noble, a true beauty inside and out.
What are you talking?
Am I wrong? When I stared straight at her, Mari fell silent. It seemed I'd hit the nail on the head. This is only the third time I've met you, but I can pretty much tell just by watching. After all, every time you lash out at Arisa, it's always to show that you're the superior woman. That means you feel inferior to Arisa as a woman. Arisa is strong, so she's not easily shaken, and that's what's wonderful about her. But that doesn't mean she can't be hurt.
Suguru.
Just because she's strong doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. It doesn't mean she'll just brush off all your anger. If you're feeling inferior, how about you stop taking it out on others and finally take a good look at yourself? At the very least, Arisa would never do something like this. The noble and beautiful Arisa would never. She must have known it too. Being called out by someone else must have stung, because surprisingly, she didn't argue back. It was wrong of me to bring up your husband's affair and demotion at the wedding. But I was the one who said it, so it's not right to take it out on Arisa. As for the divorce, like Arisa said, that's a problem between you two. You're an adult now. Please stop acting like a child and blaming everything on Arisa. If you truly want to become the wonderful adult you claim to be, and apologize for all the horrible things you've said to her until now. Silence hung in the air as they continued to stare at Mari. After a short wait, she must have been unable to bear it any longer. Mari finally, hesitantly bowed her head.
Arisa, I'm sorry for all the terrible things I've said. And your boyfriend too. Honestly, it would be a lie to say I was never hurt. Your behavior is a problem, not just as an attractive woman, but as a human being. If you're truly sorry, then fix that personality of yours so you don't hurt anyone else like you hurt me. And stop picking fights with me. Even if we see each other at a class reunion or something, never again.
And with that, Mari timidly left Arisa's house.
Suguru, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, how about we go look at rings right now? There's one you're interested in, right?
Huh? Yes.
After sharing a smile, we quickly started getting ready to go out. Arisa's always beautiful face seemed even more beautiful than usual on the winter afternoon. Now, according to what Arisa later heard from a classmate...
Alright. This is the amount for the alimony. Transfer it to my account by the end of the month. My lawyer will also be sending a bill to that other woman.
Understood. After another discussion between the two families, the divorce was finalized. As expected, he had been having an ongoing affair, and once that came to light, the husband had no room to argue. And it seems Mari decided to turn over a new leaf.
Thank you.
For example, when she made a mistake at work and someone covered for her. Before, she would have responded curtly, but now she makes an effort to look them in the eye and say thank you, albeit awkwardly. She's always been attractive, so at this rate, it might not be long before she finds someone new. As for her ex-husband...
Caused trouble with women not once but twice. And to think our clients are aware of it to some extent. There's no way I can cover for you. You're fired. No questions asked.
Yes, ma'am.
The man who was once on the fast track to success was now unemployed. His savings were already nearly gone from the wedding costs, and with the addition of alimony payments, his bank account was completely empty. He struggled to find a new job after that, and it seemed unlikely he would be finding a new love anytime soon. Meanwhile, as for us, I'll carry the heavy stuff, so Arisa, you can take the boxes with clothes and things.
Got it! Alright, let's get this done quickly.
We successfully bought our engagement rings, and are now in the middle of moving into our new home. Yes, we finally started living together. It's natural to fight back when you've been wronged. But there's a big difference between reclaiming your unjustly damaged honor and retaliating out of sense of defeat or jealousy.
The goal is to be done by 8 p.m.
Roger that. After that, let's have some moving soba noodles. Oh, and we can greet the neighbors tomorrow. I feel a strange connection with Arisa. The woman I knew was the one from a gut feeling. Being with her is so comfortable. I'm sure I'll walk with her until the very end, respecting each other, always.
Ooh, Brittany here. I loved this episode. I love a girl or man, and that fact, who can stand up for themselves and say, screw you, stop talking to me this way, apologize. I absolutely loved my main character. She was amazing. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time.